In the early 20th century, enterprise computing was defined by its physical footprint. Technology was massive, static, and built on a highly centralized architecture. The 1964 introduction of the System 360 family of mainframes established a closed ecosystem. In this model, IBM provided the hardware, the software, and the service agreements, creating a single, tightly coupled environment for the user. Because IBM owned the entire stack, they had no need for third-party monitoring tools. They controlled the box, and their in-house programmers tailored every application to specific IBM architectures, earning the company the Big Blue nickname and a loyal client base. Managing technology is simplified when the architecture is a single, closed system under your total control. During this era, that control made profits feel inevitable. That control vanished in the late 1980s. The rise of distributed client-server networks and the explosion of personal computers fractured the mainframe model. Corporate IT environments became sprawling webs of disparate hardware and conflicting network protocols. The centralized management tools of the past could not keep pace with these decentralized, heterogeneous networks. IBM remained tethered to its mainframe legacy and was caught off guard. By 1993, the company faced operational gridlock and catastrophic financial losses exceeding $8 billion. This loss raised a question about the company's survival. How does a corporation maintain its influence when the physical hardware architecture it dominates is no longer the industry standard? IBM's recovery began with CEO Louis V. Gerstner Jr. He recognized that the future of IT value was migrating toward the software and the consulting services required to manage the complexity of distributed systems. In 1996, IBM spent $743 million to acquire Tivoli Systems. This move allowed the company to begin building a software portfolio designed specifically for decentralized networks. The core strategy was the Tivoli Management Framework, integrating management applications via remote agents. Through multiplex distribution, administrators submitted software requests and received immediate identifiers, while deployments happened asynchronously. This optimized bandwidth on low-capacity networks. To gain deep visibility into the physical network layer, IBM purchased Micromuse in 2006 for $865 million. The acquisition added the NetCool suite, giving IBM the ability to correlate hardware and software alerts in real time. IBM bought its way out of the 1990s crisis by architecting a software framework that could wrap around the fragmented digital world. However, this framework was heavy. Its proprietary architecture demanded massive computational overhead, and by the early 2000s, practitioners frequently described these monolithic IBM suites as bloatware. NetCool used complex, manually maintained static rules to deduplicate repeat events. This worked for static hardware, but struggled with modern, elastic cloud environments. Maintaining static correlation rules for thousands of rapidly shifting microservices became an unsustainable tax on engineering teams. The software IBM designed to manage the complexity of the 1990s was now too rigid to survive the fluid requirements of the cloud-native internet. CEO Ginni Rometty responded by reallocating the company's capital. She mandated the divestiture of aging, on-premises applications that were no longer aligned with a cloud-first strategy. Between 2018 and 2019, IBM sold a significant portion of its software portfolio, including BigFix and Notes, to HCL Technologies for $1.8 billion. These products still generated over $1 billion in annual revenue, but IBM viewed them as a calculated sacrifice. By selling them, the company eliminated the high costs of maintaining mature, labor-intensive codebases. The capital from the sale was redirected to build a foundation for hybrid cloud and artificial intelligence, focusing on modern mission-critical workloads. This strategy shows the high cost of tech survival. To move forward, a corporation must be willing to abandon the very products that once secured its dominance. Under Arvind Krishna, IBM's software group focused on a new triad: modern observability through Instana, AI-driven operations via Watsonx, and IT financial management through Apptio. These tools create an automated synergy. Instana identifies an underutilized resource, Turbonomic scales it down, and Apptio calculates the savings in real time. This closed-loop system replaces manual polling. Thousands of decisions happen every minute, aligning IT spending with business outcomes. These capabilities are currently used by highly regulated entities like the UK National Archives to manage digital preservation, ensuring metadata integrity for records that must survive for decades. IBM maintains its position in the market by repeatedly re-engineering its internal operations to serve as the structural backbone for global commerce, regardless of how the underlying technology fractures.